Good morning, Fleetwood. It's Friday, December 9th, day 3 in the 6-day cycle. Great job to everyone who performed in last night's winter concert. Now let's check in with the marching band with our spot of the week.
Drum majors, is the band ready?
The Fleetwood Area High School Marching Band is one of many activities that Fleetwood students are able to participate in. During late August, the marching band goes through band camp at the high school.
We spend a week during band camp where we break it down, teach the students how to march, teach them how to play the music, and teach them how to perform the drill moves that were written.
The students work hard to prepare for marching the field show at the end of the week for their parents. After band camp, the band has scheduled rehearsals throughout the season.
We meet once a week for 2 hours. Sometimes there's additional sectional time throughout the band on different nights. We also rehearse during the school class period where we work on stand tunes, things that we're going to be playing in addition to the show.
With a little more practice, the band is ready to perform for the football games. In addition to performing the field show, the band also plays as a pep band in the stands at football games, marches in multiple parades throughout the year, and performs at special events.
It's a really great experience all around. It doesn't take a ton of time out of your schedule. It's 2 hours a week, plus football games, and it's just a lot of fun to be with your friends and be able to make music with your friends.
Marching band students are not limited to playing an instrument. There are students that are in the band front with flags and batons, and seniors who can audition for the role of drum major who conducts the band.
I think everyone has a lot of fun being in marching band. It's a place for everybody. Every single person can be in marching band. Everybody can march, everybody can learn an instrument, and we all treat each other like one giant family, and it's an experience of a lifetime.
Students are able to join marching band at the beginning of the next season. Reporting for Tiger TV News, I'm Riley Spin. Now let's head over to Ben for today's sports.
Thank you, Riley. In local sports, this week started off with our first girls basketball game. Fleetwood beat Twin Valley 50-35 with Alexis Hess putting up an incredible 30 points. Our boys played the next night, and here's how that went.
On Tuesday night, the boys varsity basketball team had their first game of the season. The game was home against the Conrad Weiser Scouts. Fleetwood took an early lead in the first quarter and built from there. They scored most of the points in the paint, which helped them to a 61-38 victory. Fleetwood plays again today in the tip-off tournament taking place at York Suburban High School. Reporting for Tiger TV News, I'm Benjamin Consix.
In the broader sports world, this Sunday the Eagles play the Giants, which promises to be an exciting matchup. 8 teams have moved on to the quarterfinals of the Qatar World Cup, with Brazil being the favorite to win it all. And that should just about wrap up this week in sports. Back to you, Riley.
Thanks, Ben. Next up are our weekly segments. First, let's see Ms. Carino for this week's Random Ramblings.
Oh, calendars. Calendars are my favorite topic. It's really on the paper. Let me explain to you my calendars. My calendars are near and dear to my heart. It helps me and my OCD to know exactly what we're doing on a given day. Everything needs to be mapped out. If you ever want to know what cycle day we're going to have on April 14th, you just ask me and I will let you know. Here's January. Anybody want to see what we're doing in January? I can show you January. It's fantastic. It makes me happy.
Ms. Carino sure does love her calendars. It's been quite a busy week in history. Let's check in with Eli for this week in history.
On December 5th, 1955,
Rosa Parks leads the Montgomery bus boycott, setting the largest social movement in U.S. history. On December 6, 2006, NASA displayed images of water on Mars, leading to the possibility of life there as well. On December 7, 1931, the Model T Ford was released, which is the first factory-made car. On the 8th of December, 1980, famous musician John Lennon, former member of the Beatles, was murdered by Mark Chapman.
Witnesses told police Lennon was shot near the door to his apartment building as he and Yoko Ono returned from a recording studio.
I saw John and Yoko get out of the limousine. They walked into the gate, and oh God, let me take your time. And then I heard four or five shots. They were ear shattering. I heard Yoko, and I heard a woman screaming. It was Yoko. She was screaming, "Help me!"
Lennon's building is home for many celebrities. Strangers waiting for a glimpse of some resident are not uncommon. The man accused of shooting Lennon dropped his gun afterward and waited for police to arrive. A detective who questioned him at a nearby police station said he is Mark Chapman, a 25-year-old Hawaiian who has been in New York 1 week.
On December 9, 1993, a historic mission to repair the Hubble telescope has ended. This is considered a complete success with the Hubble back in action. The repair involved a number of spacewalks, with the largest made by Story Musgrave and Jeff Hoffman, spending 7 hours and 21 minutes on their final task to unravel the 40-foot solar panels. And that just about wraps it up for this episode of Today in History. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Elijah Dove.
Thanks, Eli. Before we wrap things up, let's check in on the weather with Ian.
Thanks, Riley. Let's see what we got in today's weather. So we got a high of 33 starting at 8 a.m., but it's going to get pretty hot down here as it gets to 46 at 3 p.m. Let's see what we got on the radar. Nothing much on the radar. Let's see what we got on the weekend weather. So we're going to get a high of 43 on Saturday and a low of 28 with mostly sunny weather. And on Sunday, we may get some winter stuff coming in, but it may not stick to the ground because we got a high of 39 and a low of 31. That wraps up this weather. So let's kick it back to Riley.
Thanks, Ian. That's all we have for you today. Only 14 more days until break. Have a great Friday and a great weekend.